up and right here playing Farming Simulator 17 on Blake's Farm on the RDAllen multiplayer server. We are currently joined on the server at the moment by King Joker, Double, Mini Kitty, and Shepherd. Also joined by King Joker, Brady, Double, Michigan Farmer, Mini Kitty, and Shepherd in TeamSpeak here as well. Got a couple different tasks going on the server here at the moment. We're currently day 4. Midsummer. I believe Double and King Joker are working on straw out on fields 5 and 10 here. I'm currently heading out to field 3 here, and we're going to try planting some sugar beets. We'll see if sugar beets here will work on the map or not. If you recall here from the last couple episodes, we mentioned we were going to give this a try. The map, as far as we know, supports sugar beets. There is a sell point for it. The Seasons mod, which we are running seasons here, also supports sugar beets, except they're not listed with a planting season or a harvesting season. So we're not entirely sure what's going to happen here, but we're going to give it a try. Seeing as how the map supports it, the theory is it should work, but we'll find out. We got the John Deere 1770 planter here, and we're pulling that with the John Deere 8370 RT tractor. RT, of course, is the dual track John Deere tractor here. Wait while the seeder folds out here. Apparently that takes a moment. And just a reminder here, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer servers here, again, that information is in the description below. We just ask that you please join us on TeamSpeak. If you want to join us on Blake's Farm here, Blake's Farm is server 3. So just join the server 3 channel when you join TeamSpeak here. Again, TeamSpeak information is in the description below. TeamSpeak is free to join, and anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. So we got sugar beet set here. Let's see what happens. Should plant it. Looks like it is. I need to reset the GPS here just a little bit. 18 meters. There we go. So we're going to plant this entire field in sugar beets here. We'll see what happens. Of course, we'll probably have to fast forward time a few days here to figure out what's going to happen. If they're just not going to appear on us, they're going to show up as withered. They'll work? Not sure. We'll find out, like I said. Oh, everyone's being quiet all of a sudden.
I didn't want to interrupt your intro. Hey, did you figure out how the quick camera works?
I have not yet, no.
All I know is if you're in a vehicle and you push the N key, it changes your view from forward to back.
Oh, okay.
And back, and if you hit it again, it goes back again.
Okay.
That's the only one I've figured out how to do.
So for end cab, push end. Oh, it doesn't.
You can be out of the cab, you just have to be in a vehicle.
Oh, okay, out of the cab works, okay.
You can be in third-person view, but...
Okay, so yeah, if I'm facing backwards here and I suddenly want to face the other way, push the N key, switches it around.
Yep.
I thought there was...
It works in cab too, so they're picking up something.
I thought I was supposed to be able to look left and right real quickly too. I don't know what the buttons are for that though.
I pushed a bunch of buttons and didn't find it.
Okay, that's usually what I do too. It's not showing up in the helps, so.
No, that's how I found the N key. I was just pushing a bunch of buttons.
Okay.
That one worked.
Oh no, hold on, I'll look back. Right alt.
Right alt. Oh really?
Down and I'm looking back there.
Oh yeah,
That might be.
Looking back at something. What am I looking back at?
Oh, is that your pipe cam? Because you got the Frazee on?
Oh, yes. No, it's a pipe cam for the Berkman.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Come on, close it.
Yeah, that's drive control adds the pipe cam, so that'd be what that is.
Pretty sure that's the phrase you. It might be the.
For those who don't know what we're talking about here, we added the quick camera, I believe is the name of it, and then we also added speed player to all the servers here. Personally, I'm not familiar with the quick camera. I've never used that mod. It just came recommended from a couple of the others here, so we thought we'd give it a try. Speed player, for those of you who have not seen that, I can demonstrate that here in a minute. Forget if I demonstrated it last episode. I know I demonstrated it on the last live stream there. But, let me just turn around here. We'll get out of the track here. So for those of you who have not seen the speed player, you know, walking along here, just kind of a nice clip. That's kind of slow, right? Let's push a button here. And yes, that is speed player. So now we're like warp speed. Walking across. Oh, that's a house there. Okay, back the other way. That's a trailer. We can find Double and Joker over here somewhere. There's Double.
Yep, I'm just sitting here waiting to be unloaded.
It's like the what is the squirrel in that one movie? You remember the squirrel? You give it caffeine and it's like all over the place.
Sonic?
No, not Sonic. Forget what that. There's actually a couple movies. They got like a couple movies out on it. And the squirrel, and I forget the name of that squirrel again, but that's what it reminds me of. So yeah, there's Joker.
Was it a nut job?
No. I think, wasn't their area getting taken over or something? Yeah, like I said, I forget the name of those movies, but...
Over the Hedge?
Over the Hedge, there you go, that's it. I think that was it, yep. Okay, so let me, so for those of you who don't know Speed Player here, that's what Speed Player does. It has 4 different speeds. The first speed being just the regular farming simulator speed. You can push 0 on the keyboard to get that. 1 is like a little bit faster. 2 is faster yet. And then 3 is like crazy fast warp speed. So anyway, that's how that works. Let's get back to actually doing some work here. Lock the GPS back on here.
Hey, Kitty, well, you can just dump that in the, I was going to say you can just dump that in the Pilot King at the main farm here, cattle farm, so it didn't take so long, but, yeah, what?
I can do that.
And once we get this field planted, we'll probably move on to where Double and Joker are there. Though that'll, of course, be soybeans will be planted on that field there.
I'm not sure it needs it, Shepard.
You can if you want.
Yeah, 2.9 and 7.
Oh, keypad 9 and 7 does something? Ah, it does. Okay. I like...
Yeah, you tap the arrow keys, your up, down, left, right arrow keys. Just tap them and they change it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I have not used the quick camera before, so I'm not familiar with how that particular mod works. Looks like we found the N key, which quickly switches your view.
Numberpad 8 key does as well.
Ah, it does. Okay.
My 8 and my 7 and 9, I think I remapped them to, yeah, I remapped them to steering control, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a left and right.
So I don't get a left and right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's supposed to be able to quickly look left and right, and then, of course, backwards.
That's going to be 7, 8, and 9 usually.
Okay, that makes sense.
Since my 8 and 9 are mapped to left and right. Steering left and right.
And for those of you not seen the equipment here, obviously the last episode there we were selling all our crops through the winter there. We have purchased quite a bit of new equipment here. One of which was the John Deere 8370 RT here. We also upgraded the combines. We now have 4 John Deere S690s. For those of you who watched the previous live stream there, not exactly new information, but for those of you who haven't watched the live streams there, just let you folks know what we all got there. We also bought another John Deere 8400R, another John Deere 8R tractor. We got a John Deere 9570RX. That's John Deere's quad tractor, for those who are not familiar with that. We got a Case Magnum 380. We got a Case 9190 and a, let's see, it's a Steiger Tiger ST450. Got the numbers right on that.
Show 'em the horn.
Show 'em right. We upgraded to 60-foot headers on the combine. We got 16-row corn headers all the way around as well. Let's see, what else did we get? I think that's the majority that I at least can think of anyway. So at this point, we have, of course, spent pretty much all the money we made there during the winter sell-off. And yeah, I would say we did quite well based on how much new equipment we got. One question that I did get, someone was asking, how come you're not getting that much money when selling? Keep in mind, when we're selling, everyone on the server gets a split of the money. So the money, whatever we sell, is evenly split between everyone that's on the server. So if we got, 5 people on, we sell $100,000 worth of whatever, everyone gets 20,000 of that. So that's why it may not look like we're not getting that much money. When in reality, we actually are getting quite a bit of money. It's just, it's getting split between everybody. Okay, that does it for the sugar beets there. We'll see once if that field sprouts or not. If it does, we will probably be planting more sugar beets in the future. We just wanted to, again, try a small field first just to make sure it worked before we do a big field. Okay, we'll switch over to soybeans here. Let's, do we want some corn too or not?
We got corn growing right now.
Okay.
On the rest of the fields.
Corn.
9, 8,
Oh.
19, and 20 is corn.
Okay, yeah, or I think we're outside of the corn planting season 2, aren't we? That would be day 3, so not an option. Anyway. I was thinking we were still able to plant corn yet, but doesn't look like it.
I think they wanted soybeans on 17 and 15 there, Shepard.
That's pretty much the only thing we can plant at this point, too. Okay, there we go. Of course, doing some no-tilling in this field here. And for those of you wondering about this particular seeder, no, it is not the DB60. It is essentially the same width as the John Deere DB60, though. Both 24-row planters here. Of course, row crop planter. And we've already completed all the summer harvesting here already. Again, if you watch the live streams there, all the winter crops have been harvested. So the canola, wheat, and I think we had some barley as well, if I remember correctly, has all been harvested already. Again, we've had quite a few people on the server here, so time has been progressing quite quickly on here as far as the seasons go.
We had 17, 15, and 5 and 10 to harvest for wheat, and we started last night and finished today.
Okay. Well, that's something I should mention too. We almost have all the fields now. We still do not have 16 yet. That's the only field we have not purchased yet. We probably actually have the money to purchase that at this point, but I don't know if we want to or not yet. But yeah, we almost have all the fields here. Oh, that's another big purchase I should mention. With the money that we got from the winter harvest, we bought 12, 13, and 14 here. That was another one of the big purchases there. So, in addition to all the tractors we bought and combines, don't think we really bought much for equipment yet. That'll probably be the next buying spree, maybe some more equipment, but. So yes, just a reminder there again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer servers here, again, lots to do here on Blake's Farm. Again, we are running the Seasons mod, and at least for myself, I'm rather enjoying the Seasons mod here so far. A lot more than, say, some of the other, I don't know if more realistic is the right way to put Seasons mod, but some of the season-like mods that have been out there. For Farming Simulator 13, I know you had the more realistic mod. And then, of course, Farming Simulator 15 had, I think it was a soil mod. And even 13 actually had a soil. I don't think it was called the soil mod then, but a very similar mod. Those mods could be more aptly named Sprayer Simulator there, if you ever use the soil mod. You know, what's interesting is what they were. It seemed like you always ended up just spraying constantly. Spraying, fertilizing, and then, ooh, look at that. You got to do it all over again.
Pesticides, herbicides, fertilizer.
Exactly, yep.
You name it.
Lime.
Could be put in a sprayer. Yeah.
Water. Yep.
It's crazy how much the game has progressed and everything.
Which, you know, actually granted for real life, that is probably somewhat realistic, yes. You know, a lot of farmers, they will spray herbicide, pesticide. Of course, got to, you know, line the field and fertilizer. So that does, of course, all happen. But at least in the game here, it gets a little tiresome doing it, you know, for the 5th time on one field. For those of you who remember, way back in Farming Simulator 15, and I forget the name of the map, we did actually do the soil mod on, I think it was just one map we tried it on. Wasn't the most successful, if I remember correctly. I think there were some synchronization issues there, getting all the data synchronized between all the different fields and what's being applied where and here. And, you know, of course, if you don't do the entire field, or if you didn't do the entire field with the soil mod, your field can get really messed up really quick, which could get really annoying. You could have hot spots and cold spots in the field.
It didn't take long to fill that up, fair Joker.
Sure, no.
Just about got all the straw picked up already?
No.
No?
We got 1, 2, 3 rows, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm working on going around the headland here with the planters, so... this is actually 2 fields here, by the way, for those of you wondering. It is 5 and 10. Again, they're pretty much right next to it. I don't know if you actually join them together or not. Actually, you know, they might actually be joined together. There's just a little narrow strip in between the 2 fields, kind of like, what's the number here? This one is between 5 and 12 there, kind of like that little narrow strip. while the fields aren't combined, they almost essentially are because the strip is so narrow in between.
Real easy to run into the next field.
Very easy, yes.
With the no-till Panther.
Exactly, yep. Hello.
How do you ever join? Let me see who it was. Son. I think it was Son who just joined.
I'm assuming, yep.
Lindsay, quit changing your name.
I think you got everything full there, Joker.
Yeah, pretty much. I need 2,000 more to show people.
Really got to pay attention to what you're doing along this side of the field here. The trees tend to come out and grab the cedar here. You got those trees that overhang just a little bit. Like I said, you really got to watch it here along this side.
Hey, they don't mess with headers too much.
Oh, really? The collision is not right to the edge of the headers then, or?
Yeah, not on the right bottom and didn't get snagged.
Nice. That tells me I'm going to get stuck on this one here. Oh, no, I made it past it. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't remember what kind of collision this particular cedar has on it again.
It has quite a few weird places.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Wow.
And then, of course, we got this little small outcropping here, which, well, small outcropping. It's rather annoying, actually.
Yes, it is.
I think that was for personal point of view.
That could be. You'd like just take the field deleter across and just get rid of it. With the fact that we almost have all the fields bought here, by the way, we'll probably be looking at a new map for this server here fairly quickly. I'm not sure if we've made any suggestions here yet or not. I know there's one that we might be looking at. But yeah, we'll probably... was it the Pennsylvania map, I believe is the name?
Yeah, the one I recommended that I'm on right now.
Yes, yep.
One he's trying to break.
One he's trying to break, right.
That's what you do before you recommend it to RDAllen.
Exactly. But yeah, we'll probably be looking at another map for this server here probably fairly soon. Not sure how much longer we'll be on here yet, but again, like I said, this server has been fairly busy here the last couple of weeks, so for those of you who wonder when most people on, typically during the evenings, that's when you'll find the most people on the server here. And in fact, like I mentioned, we actually have filled up the server here a couple of times. Which is a reminder there, by the way, we do have 2 other Farming Simulator multiplayer servers as well. We got Corn Belt, which is our OP multiplayer server there up on server 1. Got some rather interesting mods on there.
Yep, probably the last week.
Yep. We're looking at doing some other possible interesting stuff on that. Probably be server 1 too. Not going to announce what it is necessarily just yet, but we're looking at doing some other stuff on there as well. Then we got server 2 is RDAllen. That again is the small Northern Ireland map. For those who watch my console, that is the map he's been working on, by the way.
He even bought a John Deere.
He bought a John Deere, yes. We asked him if he was feeling feverish or not, but
Yeah, I'm waiting for Kitty to come in.
We can take it over to Phil 17 farm.
Oh, fun part. Going around all these poles. Yay.
Yeah, I got a trucker following the double.
Okay.
Oh, the tractor's following double? That's not creepy at all, is it?
Okay, I'm empty. You want to get the other one before I take off?
Yeah, I can.
I'm gonna straighten out.
Oh, yeah, the last pole. Oh, wait, there's more poles on the field yet. Although we could probably just plant around those.
Oh, I just took out a stop sign.
Oops.
No cop, no stop.
Now, Jeffrey's teaching you bad habits there with that one.
It's not quite empty, but that's okay.
Oh, we're gonna miss the pole. Ooh, just missed it. Oh, one more pole to get around here yet. These poles, of course, do have collisions on them, by the way. One thing that is interesting to note, if you see the really big poles, well, I guess you really can't quite see them over there, but the really big poles, those do not have collisions on them. The great big steel framed poles there with the high voltage power lines, those have no collisions, so you can drive right through them. However, these small wooden ones along the roads, yeah, those are lots of fun to get around. Okay, well, with that note, I think we're going to wrap up this episode here. We planted some sugar beets and made it all the way around fields 10 and 5 here for a headland. Probably go around one more time here yet, just to give a little extra room to turn around, especially along the front and by the trees back there. But again, a reminder, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer servers here, again, we ask that you please join us on TeamSpeak. Again, TeamSpeak information is in the description there. Just add a bookmark to the TeamSpeak, to our TeamSpeak server here. Again, like I said, the details are in the description. Again, anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. And again, as I was mentioning there with the servers, server 1 there's Corn Belt, server 2 RDAllen, and server 3 here is Blake's Farm. All the servers do have download all links for them, so if you don't have any of the mods, which I would rather suspect most people don't have all the mods, you can just click on that download all link, and somebody just went zipping across the field so fast I can't even see the name. I think that was Mini Kitty, I think.
Speedy walk.
Very speedy walk. So anyway, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.